The most important footwork in basketball, which is the drop. Now, a drop is your ability to split your feet while the ball stays in the same hand. Typically, the ball would just be brought to your pocket. And so right now, what I want to do is just break down our drop technique, and you can do whatever you want out of this, but we're always going to do this from an explosive standpoint. So whether you want to drive to the basket, stop and shoot, or just simply work on your speed stops, which I'm going to do now. And so if I do my drop, outside foot goes forward, my inside foot goes back, and I'm able to hit the squares that I have for myself, which is my personal accountability, to make sure that my drop distance is correct. See, what this allows me to do right now is make sure that I'm not going too long. If I tell some players to do a drop without any type of accountability, one of the common things that we'll see is that one foot will go really far back, and they'll also be skinny. And so if I was in this situation with this foot way back here, not only am I not wide, but I'm too long, and so now I don't have any strength to really push off that back hip. So the combination of being short and wide, which would be the circles and these squares here, allows me to explode off both legs and make sure that I don't lose my driving angles. And so right now, I want you to be able to focus on your drop. Now, because I'm doing a wide drop, my challenge to you is also going to be to know how to place the weight to the inside of my back foot. And so what I want you to be able to focus on, using your eyes to help train your feet, is see that you're actually putting the weight to the inside of that back foot, not to the ball of the foot. There's a whole lot of reasons for that right now. Just trust these details and see if you can focus on the inside weight, and so you can really explode from this position. And so every time I do my drop right now, exploding to a speed stop, I want my back foot to go to the gray, my right foot, which is my outside foot, go to the gold, and then I'm exploding into a speed stop. So I have a couple dribbles in between. I'm always starting in the middle. I work on my drop and my explosion into that speed stop. And every time I do it right now, I'm just focusing on my ability to see my feet and make sure that my technique is solid. Now when I'm going left, I want to have the exact same focus. My outside foot, my left foot will go forward, my inside foot, my right foot will go back, and I'm focusing on blue and red. And I can make sure that I'm getting the inside of that foot to actually be where my weight is distributed, which allows me to push in those ankles. And so when I actually do my drop and explode, I want to make sure that those techniques are solid. And so by my ability to control my space, I know I'm going to have the ability to explode, shoot, drive, change direction, and so on, all from that drop position. When you combine that with your pocket dribble, now you have one of the most deadly sets of footwork in the game of basketball. Spend 20 minutes working on your drop, whether or not it's a speed stops, finishes, or shots, and make sure that your drop technique